Welcome to the Soulcery Podcast, your sacred space to delve into spiritual tools, topics, and practices that will illuminate your path of soul remembering and healing. I'm your host, Lígia Costa, a soul guide, alchemist, soul writing coach, and the creator of the Trust Pathway. I'm deeply grateful to have you here with me. Together, we will embark on a profound exploration of self-discovery and healing, unlocking the secrets that lie within. Welcome, beautiful souls, to another episode of the Soulcery Podcast. I'm your host, Lígia Costa, and today I'm so excited to have this conversation with you because we will delve into the signs that tell if someone was destined to be a spiritual teacher. And I'm very excited about this because in itself, this is a journey within. It's a path of understanding the mysteries of the universe. And as spiritual teachers, the souls that were born to be here and to be light workers, they are here to share their knowledge. They are here to share their wisdom. They are here to heal themselves in order to heal the collective. And they are here in this moment in time to provide guidance for other light workers to find their way, to find the courage to step into their power. And who knows, maybe you who are listening to this episode is destined to be a spiritual teacher. Perhaps you kind of feel that, but you've been doubting yourself. So maybe by the end of this episode, you might recognize some of the signs, and maybe this is your sign to step into your power and into your role as a spiritual teacher. So the first sign is this innate ability to grasp any spiritual understanding effortlessly. Imagine the universe as a grand puzzle with hidden truths and clues and mysteries. And not everyone is either willing to explore or want to explore or even cross their mind to go and explore that. But a spiritual teacher behaves like a cosmic detective. They absolutely love to dig deep, to find the answers for these questions that have so many mysteries around it, about the mysteries of our existence, the hidden truths of humanity. And then they go into this quest by themselves and they find some answers. Obviously, not all the answers will be found, but when they do, they share these truths with other people, because what they want is just to empower other souls, is to touch other souls and just share their wisdom, share their knowledge, and just help other people see what they can see and understand what they can easily understand. But here's the thing, someone that is destined to be a spiritual teacher isn't just someone who read a bunch of books or that keeps reading books. A true spiritual teacher, they are ancient souls, they are old souls. They have many former lives. It's not their first rodeo having this mission of being a light worker. They have been possibly mediums or psychics or healers in past lives. And then again, their soul chose this moment in time to do it again. So the wisdom that they know and share, although they go deep and they research and they read and they channel and they go into the Akashic records, they have a lot of wisdom that they brought from former lives. And that's why they have this thirst for knowledge, for researching tireless, for learning endlessly. But the more that they learn, the more they realize they have just scratched the surface. The more they learn, the more they realize that they are just a drop in this big ocean that it is the universe. And they are okay with that. they're actually grateful for that because there is acceptance there. They accept that spiritual understanding is a lifelong journey of learning right until our very last breath. And I find that so very beautiful because this spiritual understanding comes naturally to them. A true spiritual teacher don't toast their brains to get spiritual understanding. It's just natural to them. They were born for this. They were destined to teach. And they love it. They absolutely love their work. It's a passion, it's not a chore. They absolutely love what they do. Now, a spiritual teacher or someone that was destined to be a spiritual teacher, not only they understand these concepts easily, they also are able to share it fluently. They can share it in a way that other people can understand. They don't use complicated jargon. They don't use posh words or like very technical words. There is no need for that. They are kind of translators in a way that turn these very intricate mysteries into plain and simple stuff that other people that can't easily understand these things can actually start to grasp the information. But when they share it, when they share this knowledge and share this wisdom, they don't do it for show. They don't do it to show off that they understand these things. They do it because they genuinely want to help other people. They want to bring life and light and love into a world that sometimes can feel pretty dark. So they see no point of hoarding their wisdom, hoarding what they learn, because they understand their mission is so much bigger than themselves. Their mission is to help us all level up spiritually. That's what light workers are here to do. They are here to help us understand the spiritual side of our being so that we are ready for the next stage of our lives, our soul lives. And so you might find that either you or someone that you know, that you feel they are a true spiritual teacher or destined to be a spiritual teacher, you might find that they have a big heart. They're very empathetic, very compassionate, and they're always willing to help other people. They have a very, very big heart. And although obviously they are humans and as soul beings having a human experience, we live in duality. So as much as we have a big heart and we are all about spreading love and joy and peace, obviously we also have shadow feelings because we live in duality. But they rarely, if ever, hate someone or are evil or have evil in their hearts. You won't see them spreading fear to other people or drowning in negativity or spreading negativity to other people. Their focus is always on seeing the way out of the darkness for themselves and for others, sometimes to their own detriment, but it's their soul mission in this life. So yeah, it's easy to spot someone that was destined to be a light worker, to be a spiritual teacher in this life, because even when they hurt, even when they battle with the duality and they feel hurt by someone or feel resentment, they don't have vengeance inside them. They understand that things happen for us, not to us. And if a person was mean to them, they don't feel the need to be mean back. They just know that the other person is wounded and is projecting onto them. Moving on to the second sign, someone that was born to be a spiritual teacher is very sensitive, but yet is deeply grounded. Most of us live in this roller coaster of emotions all the time. Like we are up high, feeling excited and happy and joyful and loving, and the next second we are way down, feeling depressed, feeling sad, feeling frustrated. It's just the way it is. Again, it's part of us being humans. And it's absolutely okay, because that's duality. You can't be joy without sadness, right? We can't have light without darkness. It's how this works. But a spiritual teacher, they are more solid. They feel everything, their own emotions. They allow themselves to honor their emotions. They feel other people's emotions, other people's energies, other environments. However, they don't let every emotion steer the ship. This is not to say that whilst they navigate some strong emotions, they might feel the need to ground themselves or feel that sometimes they are a bit lost, but they don't let every emotion get to them. They choose to step back and think before responding. They consciously choose to respond rather than react. So when they are confronted with struggles or with fights, they pick their own battles very wisely. They don't like adding to the noise. They don't like to stir things up. Instead, they consciously choose to take a break, to step back. And whilst they do that, they remind us all to do the same. It's often said that when one person doesn't want, two can't fight. So someone that is destined to be a spiritual teacher, they often unconsciously, they do this. They don't want to go and fight. They don't want the argument. They don't want the confrontation. They don't want to react and say things without thinking. So they consciously make the decision to step back and to breathe and to calm down and to reflect, and then come from a place of response rather than reaction. And whilst they do that, they actually are giving space to the other party to also step back, to also calm down. So then instead of an argument, there can be a conversation. There can be communication between two people that are willing to listen, because they are not in this place of fight and being defensive. Another interesting thing is when you actually stop to notice these people, or probably you feel like this is resonating with you, you feel that although they are wise and they are knowledgeable, they are not arrogant about it. They are not show-offs. They understand that their wisdom comes from somewhere higher. It's not something that you can read in a self-help book, but they don't come from this place of trying to be the know-it-alls, trying to impose their ideas, their beliefs, their theories to other people. They share their wisdom and their knowledge to those that are open to listen to it, but they don't force their knowledge onto anyone. And they also understand that their sensitivity is not a weakness at all. It's like their secret weapon, because they have this extra sense that lets them connect on a deeper level, and also to pick up when things don't feel right. The third sign that you can spot on someone that was destined to be a spiritual teacher is by the kind of fruit they produce. And what I mean by fruit is not the literal term of it, like it's not literally apples and oranges, but it's about their actions and their vibes, their energy that they spread around. They are not just talk and no action. Actually, you can see people's true colors in their actions, not what comes out of their mouth. That has little substance when it's not backed up with actions that align with their words, right? So you rarely see someone that is destined to be a light worker judging other people. Because instead of spending their time and their energy judging others and trying to know what others are doing with their lives and getting in other people's business, they focus on what they actually are here to do. And they are here to teach and spread goodness and truth. And although they have their own beliefs and their own perspective of things that they're very willing to share with others, you very rarely see them coming from a place of convincing others. And when someone doesn't agree with them, they don't mock or belittle other people for having different beliefs. They respect all opinions. They speak their truth, and they are bold about it, but they are also kind and humble because they understand that we all are here to make our own choices. They are not here to convince anyone. They are not here to pressure anyone or make anyone change their mind. They know that we have free will and that people are free to make their own choices. And if someone disagrees with their beliefs and their words, they don't make a drama around it. They respect other people's beliefs and their opinion without the need to feel aggressive and to belittle anyone. Beside these 3 signs that I mentioned, someone that is destined to be a spiritual teacher also don't care much for the extra things in life. The things that don't really bring love, peace, joy, or happiness. Like material things, fancy stuff. That doesn't impress them at all. That doesn't mean that they don't have nice things, but it's things that they actually find it meaningful and that bring them some sort of emotion. If it's just for the sake of having things and collecting material things and buying fancy stuff and going on fancy trips just because everyone else is doing it, nah, that doesn't impress them. It's not what they are here to do. They don't judge others that choose to do it. However, they are more grounded on the choices that they make. They don't buy things from FOMO or because they feel pressured about it. That is not to say that a spiritual teacher can't be wealthy. There are many spiritual teachers out there and light workers and mediums that are wealthy. But you rarely hear them bragging about it. They use their wealth to help others quietly because they are not here to get validation, to get applause and devotion from others. That's why they don't brag about it. They are after something bigger, something beyond human recognition. They are not here just to get praise from people for the things that they do for others. They don't need a spotlight. They are okay not being the spotlight. They are more into making someone smile or just contributing to making the world a better place because they understand that we are here on earth for a short while. And so the more we spend time wisely and we try our best to leave this world a better place than it was when we arrived, that's all the rewards they seek. So yeah, there you have it. These are some signs that someone is destined to be a spiritual teacher. Maybe you recognize yourself in some of these signs. And if you do, maybe this is your invitation to step into your power and just to share your wisdom and not to hide in the spiritual closet. Just go for it. Because if you're destined to be a light worker, if you're destined to be a spiritual teacher, you have a very, very beautiful mission. And by hiding your gifts, by hiding your soul mission, you're not helping those that really need it, those that really need your medicine, those that really are waiting for you to show them the way. And remember that the journey of a spiritual teacher isn't just about accumulating knowledge or wisdom or accumulating gifts. It's about love. It's about understanding. It's about guiding others towards their own light. Before I love you and leave you, I will pull a card from the Trust Journaling deck. And the card that I pulled is from the Unravel suite. And the soul inquiry is, what do I love? What is the essence, the spirit that brings me real joy? What do I love? What is the essence, the spirit that brings me real joy? And the affirmation is, the essence of me shines through. I think you've got your answer for this conversation. How amazing. If you feel that calling within, embrace it. Embrace that essence that is shining through you. Embrace the journey of self-discovery. Continue learning and seeking answers, but also Share that wisdom with love and truth. And whether you are already on this path or you're just starting to explore it, know that each step brings you closer to your soul mission. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for listening to the Soulcery Podcast and for holding space for this conversation. It is truly magical to be able to walk with you on this journey of soul healing and inner transformation. If you resonated with this episode and found it valuable, I would be grateful if you could leave a review on iTunes. Your feedback helps me reach more souls searching for guidance and healing. For more guidance and soul wisdom to support soul awakening women through the journey of alchemy, please visit my website www.ligiacosta.co.uk. Love and healing to all. See you on the next one.